Hello, Guardians, and welcome to Destiny Reset, episode 86. This podcast is about anything and everything related to Destiny the game. If you love playing Destiny as much as we do, you're in the right place. This reset, we launched our new Dirt Fam t-shirt, we discuss characters moving forward into Destiny 2, and we finally get a preview of Age of Triumph, Bungie's final Destiny 1 live event. Hello, Guardians, and welcome. It's Arrow Knight, and here with me, of course, is Mr. Cyborg Sasquatch.
Hello, sir.
What's up, man? How's it going?
It's going all right.
Yes, it is. It's going all right.
Trying to stay awake tonight.
Yeah, it's late. We're hitting record late. This is like when I start a Trials card.
Yep.
Oh, man.
But wake up. We're awake.
Wake up.
I hope you're listening and you're awake and ready to hear a great show.
They're driving to work or something, man. They've been awake for an hour.
Yep. Well, got some things to talk about this week.
Yes, we do.
So let's get into this.
So much so, we're just going to drop it right in our main topic.
Yep. So this is a part of the show. It's my geography lesson of the week, where you, the listener, can write in and tell us who you are, where you're from, what's so special about that place, and what's your favorite class in Destiny. Be featured right here at the top of the show. So this week we've got an email from Anguish Vanity from Sellersburg, Indiana. He writes, "Hey, Arrow Knight and Cyborg Sasquatch. My name is Sam, a.k.a. Anguish Vanity. I'm quite new to the Dirt Fam, but you have no idea how much I've enjoyed it. I come from a little town in southern Indiana called Sellersburg. Our population is around 6,100. We may be small, but we are big at heart. We have a festival every year in August called Sellersburg Celebrates, where everyone from around can grab fair food and ride carnival rides, or you can stay late to listen to the local musical talent on the stage. We have a church basically on every corner. We may be known as Kentuckiana, or have to explain where we live by saying we live by Louisville, so people know where we are. But here in Sellersburg, we are a town that you can't forget. Not sure if this is long or not, but I just want to thank you guys so much for what you've done here. Being new, there are a couple of people I want to shout out because they've made me feel welcome. Daniel, Necessary Evil 85, J Howard 414, knee pads, Debo, and of course Holden Court. Thank you guys so much for being so kind and welcoming me. Dirt Fam for life, and also Sunsinger Master Race."
Man, you warlocks, you're everywhere.
Dude, we're taking over the world.
That's a great geography lesson.
Thank you. Thank you, Anguish Vanity, for joining the fam and sending that along.
Thank you so
I've
much.
driven through Indiana. I've never stopped. I was always on the way to somewhere else.
Right through.
Yeah, but I need to check Indiana out. It's a pretty cool place.
Well, speaking of J Howard 414, give a little
infamous.
shout out to, yes, you may or may not know, we just launched our Dirt Fam t-shirt.
That's right. If
This
you haven't
past
heard, now it's being announced right now.
Right now you know.
The new Dirt Fam shirt is live. If you'd like to take a gander, go on over to teespring.com/dirtfam. That's DRPFAM. And take a little gander at what our community member Jay Howard has designed for us. He won a Dirt Fam community design contest and helped us put together this amazing t-shirt. I think it's probably the best Dirt Fam shirt yet.
It's pretty awesome. You know, our goal, as we said from the start, was we want the Dirt Fam to enjoy sporting this shirt as a member of the Dirt Fam community wherever they go, including Guardian Con. And
That's right.
I think Jay Howard helped us accomplish this.
I think mission accomplished.
I think so, yes. Anyways, you guys are interested. There's shirts, a hoodie, sticker,
and a
mug, which I'm ordering. The mug.
I got my order in. Did you get yours in?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not
man.
yet. It
So
will be ordered.
if you bought something last year when we did a Teespring campaign, they've offered a little more flexibility now. So as opposed to having an extended campaign for 2 weeks at a time and then having to try to reserve to open another one, basically it's almost like a shop. There's a campaign that runs for 3 days at a time, and at the end of every 3-day period, they process those orders, print, and ship them. And so that'll get your merch a little bit quicker, and it also guarantee that the merchandise is offered, for a longer period of time without having to wait for pre-orders and stuff. So we're really excited about that. So there's no pressure to have to buy it, right away. It'll be up for a while. We'll try to keep it running for, long enough for everybody to get some stuff.
Yeah, we also, if you're asking why there's one color of the shirt, our goal was for events like Guardian Con coming up, we really wanted the Derp fam to all stand out together wearing the same color. It's possible we may offer other colors of the shirt down the road, but
it was designed with that color palette in mind.
It was.
That was the idea of the shirt.
Some may say it's Trials of Osiris colors.
Some may, but it's really, really striking and awesome looking. I can't wait.
It's awesome.
So I ordered like one of everything, and it's supposed to get in within like a week and a half. I can't wait.
I will say, I think I'm going to pick up the black version of the mug. It looks pretty sleek.
I thought you would, but I was drawn to the blue, even though everything else was blue. I had to get that blue mug. It looked pretty cool.
We got a little story to read here that Howard shared with us on the design. Yeah?
Yeah, he wanted to share his inspiration behind the design. Why don't you read it?
Yep, I will do it. So this is what he sent us. So here is my inspiration or story behind this design. Up until now, I haven't done graphic design in over 10 years. After I had heard about the contest, I just so happened to find an old laptop that still had Photoshop on it. Funny to say, but the original design for the Derp shirt was drawn on Photoshop CS3 running on Windows XP.
Yikes.
I now use Photoshop CS6 running on Windows 10. The word cloud design was a given. I perform the TWID, so it's easy for me to summarize the Derp fam in singular words. Shaping them into the letters DRP was something that I've never done before, but glad I learned. As far as the back design, not only focusing on the Derp fam, but more importantly, I am Derp fam. I owe this concept to a friend in Derp named Spicer Von Spice. Good old Spicer Von Spice. In a conversation we had, he said, "You basically are Derp fam," and this really struck a note with me. The notion of one person being such a big part of the bigger picture was such a cool concept that I had to use it as the theme. Most of the words that make up the front are words and phrases that are exclusives to us in the fam, and one of us had to start that conversation at some point. So in the end, this represents us. Collectively, we are the Derp fam, but each one of us defines it. We started out as two people. What started out as two people is now well over 1,000. And I'll bet the two pioneers never imagined that Destiny would be in the same frame of mind as Jorts.
Correct.
But here it is. Be proud of what we've created and be proud that you are a member of the best family in the community. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for writing that up, Jay.
Yeah, I remember when he shared that with us.
Everybody a great idea behind how you put that together. I think the back really ties in the idea of the community.
It just gives me chills. Like thinking about, I can't wait till we start getting the selfies of people in the Derp fam wearing them. Tweet it at us if you guys can.
Yeah, we got to be sure to mention that. When you get your merch in, please, please, please tweet or email us a picture of you wearing your shirt. We're going to do something really cool with it this year. We did something a little cool last year. This is going to be something even better.
Yes.
So don't be shy, and I will be tracking you people down for those pictures.
We will track you down. I love the back of it, though, man. I can't wait to
find you
trotting around Guardian Con and everybody sporting this shirt. So cool.
But speaking of well over 1,000 members,
yes,
hit a big milestone. Yep, in the Bungie.net group for the old clan. How many members we got as of this week?
Dude, I checked it today. 1,502.
Wow, man.
Oh, snap.
That's awesome.
1,500. Yeah, it's awesome.
Hard to believe.
It's crazy.
Hard to believe. So if you're one of those, thank you for being a part of the clan.
Thank you so much.
And for joining us in our quest for positive world domination.
I knew domination would be somewhere in there.
It had to come out. Let's be honest about our intentions.
Positive was the key word.
How was your reset?
My reset, dude. Didn't play a ton this week. Of course, I had to fit in some Iron Banner.
Great.
I think I'm like level 3.5 or so as we speak. Not sure that I'm going to hit 5. I'm not really hunting anything this go round. The hand
Did you get a lingering song?
It's okay. I got one to drop. Not an amazing roll, but I don't know. I actually didn't even look at the vendor roll to see if I should pick that up before reset hits. But I don't know. It's Supremacy. I don't mind Supremacy, but the nights that I did play, it was just me and my cousin, 2 of us. So some games were extremely, extremely painful, and other games not so much. It's totally random, just because, typically, especially with Supremacy, it's nice to have 4 or 5 in your fire team at least.
Yeah.
But
I played it was fun. Some solo games, and then I played with one other person, and super sweaty, man.
Yeah.
Really sweaty Supremacy matches, but I enjoyed them a lot more just because there's a way more primary usage.
Oh, yeah.
You're not constantly getting shotgunned. I mean, I don't think I saw one shotgun. I saw a lot of Icebreaker, but I can deal with Icebreaker.
Dude, when I get shot with Matador now, I stop. I mean, it happened that quick, that transition in my mind. I get shot with a Matador and killed, and I'm like, a Matador?
Right. What?
Before it's like,
crazy.
Oh, yeah, he's got a Matador. Yep.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the games. Even losing, like, there was a lot of, tug and pull and push back and forth, and the games that we lost, like, we were even making a comeback on every game, and we're close on most of them. I don't think we ever got just blown out, except for there was like one game we got completely blown out, and then the matchmaking did its job, and then we blew out the next team. I was like, good job, you gave me some easier players to play.
See, I really wanted to fit in some more time with running with the Derp fam, but I fit in, I think, 2 different nights of, like, I don't know, 5 games or so.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did.
Yeah, and I just didn't make it on a ton this week, but it was weird because when I played the one night with my cousin, I think we got mercied, and then one game was close, and then we mercied a team, and then I think we got mercied again. And then I hopped on with Terry after we ran some trials a couple nights ago, maybe Saturday night, I can't remember, Friday night. But then we played 3 games, and all 3 of them were on Frontier. I think there was like...
Ugh.
I think we played a game and it was on Frontier. Then we ran a trials card, and then we played 2 more games, and both of them were on Frontier. And we're like, okay, all right, Frontier, Supremacy, like this I can't even make a judgment because Frontier just doesn't work very well with Supremacy.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was still fun. It was a good time. I don't know what it is. I didn't know if I would like Supremacy when it first launched, but I mean, I do enjoy that game mode. It's always fun to use a closer range primary and slide in and get those crests.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I like
good time.
I like Supremacy. I do like Supremacy. It's fun because if you play the objective correctly, you can do really well.
Yeah.
Compared to just playing Slayer, just getting kills doesn't cut it. So I like really focusing on cleaning up crests, like picking up my teammates' drop crests to make a difference. Good super chains, if you execute them well, can make like a huge point difference. I like the push and pull of that game type. Too. It's kind of it makes 6s way more interesting because Clash, I think, got kind of boring for me after a while.
Yeah, I didn't really, when I played Call of Duty back in the day, Kill Confirmed was okay in that game, but some about Supremacy and Destiny just works, especially like abilities. You said too. Yeah.
Because you can get like a team wipe with the Nova Bomb, which happened to me.
Yeah.
And our team like twice, and we were like, wow, great Nova Bomb, dude.
Well, plus, like you're saying, we're seeing a ton of primaries right now, so it's like you want to pick that primary that's going to get you the kill at decent range, so you can slide in and finish it off and get the crest.
Yep, and I actually use like some like a Shadow Price on some smaller maps, like Thieves Den.
Yeah,
and it worked. You know, it was effective for what we needed. You know, suppression and clean up kills and stuff. So I'm glad they brought Supremacy back in. How was Bannerfall this weekend in Trials?
Dude, we ran, I think, 2 cards. One of the nights that I fit in a few Iron Banner games, and got to give a shout out to Terry and Crown Town. I played with Crown Town a couple times now in the last few weeks, and we had some good. It's always cool to jump in with a team of 3 that you don't always play with, and then you really start jiving quick, and you get your teamwork on and your communication, and it's easy to take that for granted. You know, we made it to 7 wins, and I mean I've played with Crown one other time, I think, maybe in Trials a couple weeks ago. So it's like it's easy to overlook that because you didn't make it to the lighthouse. But to make it to 7 wins, every game we played, dude, was sweaty. Like it is so sweaty in Trials right now. And then Bannerfall, which is like Sniper Central if you let it be, and it's like No Lander Icebreaker if you want to snipe. Otherwise you're waiting around for that special box. And it's fun. I actually like Bannerfall. It's interesting as far as strategy goes because you either push straight over B and go right through the middle, or you just kind of hang out, or and then the third option is to go out by the tree. But if you go out there's just so many angles to get sniped from, it seems like.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I don't know. It was sweaty, dude. We played some really good teams. We won some great games. We lost some close games.
I like Bannerfall a lot.
Yeah, I can't complain too much.
I think Bannerfall was one of my top probably 2 or 3 favorite maps of that era.
Yeah, that released in.
It's really good.
It's a good map. I like it. Did you play it all? Any Trials?
No, I didn't get to do any this weekend. I had too much going on. Too much going on over the weekend. Had family stuff and.
Dude, I don't even remember what night I played. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Maybe Friday night. I don't remember. But good times. Couple cards. I did start a game called Horizon this week.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I thought I saw you tweet or something about Horizon Zero Dawn, which everybody's playing this week.
Dude,
it was getting
so far? Such great reviews, gameplay and story wise, that I was trying to decide between it and Wildlands, and I watched several videos, and I'm like, I've got so many games sitting here in my backlog I need to beat, but I'm like, man, it's a new IP, it's a new story, it's a new world. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with Horizon, and I gotta say, I gotta give a shout out to N64 Josh. A couple people told me that I always price match Best Buy with Amazon, but then he told me that they will also price match the pre-order discount you get if you're a Prime member, which I did not think they would do that because you're like paying for Prime. I wouldn't think they would match that. But they, they've got the Gamers Club thing, which I think they offer a similar discount. But they did, man. $47.99.
Nice.
Went to Best Buy, price matched it, and I started it. I'm super taking my time with it. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to play a ton this week, so I made it. I'm finishing like the last quest or 2 in the open area, like the beginning area, and I've prompted like the 3rd quest of the main storyline, I think, that will get me into the next area, but I'm not doing it yet. Like I've just decided I'm going to play this game slowly and just enjoy it.
Take your time.
Yeah, and it's cool, dude. It is really neat. And I absolutely haven't even scratched the surface. I'll pull up a video or I'll see a tweet. Everybody's doing the photo mode and they're showing these cool robotic dinosaurs, and I'm like, I start to look at it. I'm like, I don't want to see it. Like pulled up Tefty's stream, and he's like, totally different part of the world. This looks completely like a different kind of environment that I'm in, and I'm like, I don't want to watch anymore. Like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I've watched a few people stream it this week just to get a taste of just what it looks like and what you do. I don't quite like it. It doesn't quite hook me into wanting to play it yet, although it's something I'll probably pick up over the summer and give a try. You know? But
It's
I
like a
have,
good hybrid of like a Tomb Raider and like it doesn't have crazy. I mean, it does have depth to it, and I haven't played it enough to fully have an opinion on it yet, but I think it has more than what it appears to have, and I think maybe that's what people are diving into.
I think that's what I'm kind of picking up from people, that it's not as surface level as what I've seen, you know.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty cool. I'm excited to try to grab that eventually, but I decided to hold on and not pick up anything new until Mass Effect comes out this month, because I had purchased Deus Ex Mankind Divided because I really, really love that series, and I had started it and hadn't played it for a little bit, and so I decided, well, let me try to knock this out before Mass Effect comes out and I'm into another, RPG-ish type game that's gonna suck up a lot of time. And so I'm trying to, like, here and there, like a night or two a week, like plow through that. But that game's a kind of similar, like it's got so much exploration and stuff that they hide for you to do, and they're really good at rewarding you for breaking in and like exploring stuff. Like there's always little trinkets, there's always little story pieces or side stuff to find, so it keeps me like just going everywhere and finding everything. So going through the story of that game takes like 10 times longer than probably the average player, so it's taken a while.
It's like the gaming problems these days. It's a problem we want to have, but every game that's in my backlog right now is not like a fast quickly beaten
it's
game.
Not like a linear like narrative driven game or anything.
Maybe
like
Gears 4 might be one of the only ones I have.
That's something you can like plow through because it's just straightforward. Like you just go through the missions, kill the guys, move on. I need to play a game like that so I can just be like, hey, I finished a game.
Yeah, exactly.
I still have to finish Shadow of Mordor. And then they have the new one coming out, I think, in August now that they released, which looks awesome from what we've seen, just the cinematic trailer.
I still haven't beaten that game. It's set on the shelf.
So that's another one I got to try to do this summer.
Well, dude, the other thing about Horizon is everybody's saying the story is great. Like even our friend Paul Tassi that's been on the show, I read his review, and he even goes on, he had some things about the game, but overall he liked it, like everyone seems to. And he even mentions that the story for an open world game like that, there's a hook in it that like you don't really everybody's just saying the story's great. So I'm like, dude, this is kind of different. Usually open world games like that have okay stories, but not one that everybody says, is really kind of cool. So that really drew me into.
That's good.
The robotic dinosaurs, it's like, what is going on with this?
That'll give me something to look forward to, because I really like a good, well-written, deep story with development and twists and turns.
You wait long enough, it'll be $29.99 on Amazon.
Exactly. Yeah,
30 or 40 usually within a month or two.
Or I'll just hit up like one of 10 people that have finished it by then.
There you go.
Like, sell me your copy.
We need to start a GameFly within the Derp fam.
Yeah.
Let's just start mailing each other our games.
Just need to open a game trade channel.
We should do that.
Just swap.
All you got to do is pay for shipping.
Yep. There you go. A library, so to speak. Well, I got a Nightfall in as well this week. Still keeping up with those. Those are fun. God, this one is just the worst because it was Fallen Saber, and it has just no helpful modifiers. In anytime this strike is the Nightfall, it's just the worst because either it's a elemental or like primary burn or something like that, and you're at a huge disadvantage on the opening sequence, or it doesn't have any modifiers and it's stuff like grounded and fresh troops and stuff like that this week, so it just makes it so much harder to get through that initial phase of that strike, and I just can't believe that they have not fixed that encounter yet. I mean, it's like the worst thing to experience in Destiny.
Just the last time maybe I ran that strike was when you carried me through it on Xbox, but I can't remember.
I think we had a Nightfall, and we got you through it real quick, and it wasn't too bad. But God, we were trying to 2-man it. Nah, man, we were just wiping and wiping. We finally got a third person and got through it, but it's
was it you and Ranger?
We just dread it, man. Anytime it comes up, So, anyways, once we got through that, strike went fine, but I wish they would fix that part of the strike. I don't like to just complain about stuff, but that in particular is a thing that universally everybody knows is just excruciating.
That's the one.
That's the one. Well, that was my reset, man.
Same here, dude. Some awesome. Iron Banner, Dirt Fan Banner, and some Trials.
Yep.
A couple different nights.
We got some things to look forward to, though, in the future to freshen gameplay up a little bit, Destiny. You want to talk about some of this news?
Bungie's teasing it up this week.
Finally got some news, man.
Yeah, we did. We got a TWAB, and then in the TWAB, they said, hey, we got something for you tomorrow.
An announcement of an announcement.
They're good at that. They even acknowledge it. Was it this one or a different one they acknowledged it?
Last one they definitely did, but they just said, hey, we can't talk about this thing yet. We're finishing the announcement. So they ended up releasing the announcement the following day on Friday of last week.
The day we launched the Dirt Fam shirt. I mean, it was hype central.
That's right. There was a lot of hype Friday. So that was in the TWAB, and then they mentioned that they're going to make some changes server side.
Yeah, right? These are going to be implemented tomorrow on Reset, I think. A little behind the scenes patch.
So now,
it's always funny they tweet out and say nothing in game will change.
Everybody understands.
Yeah.
Yep. They said their engineering team is making plans to improve our data gathering. And we will have to take a download to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what it is that they're going to adjust, like what kind of data they need that they can't currently gather in the game.
I love the if you're a Guardian, we know everything about you, in the game at least.
Whoa. Guys.
It's kind of crazy that they can pull all that data. I mean, of course they can, but it's just kind of funny. Like, they know what I'm doing when I'm playing and what I'm using.
Is power.
Wouldn't that be awesome just to have that at our fingertips here?
Yep. We had a Bungie bounty this evening, actually. Well, no, it's tomorrow evening. Yeah, the 7th. Yes. Right now it's the 7th. I'll check the date, and I was like, wait, because it's after midnight.
No joke, dude. I should be running a Trials card right now.
There's a Bungie bounty for IGN's Fireteam chat. Those are some awesome guys right there. Yep. 8 p.m. Pacific, March 7th. That's Reset. So the day that you're hearing this, if you listen to it on Tuesday, on PS4 in the Clash playlists, you might get a chance to go play with those guys if you're in California. I would encourage you to go give it a shot. Go try to play with Fran and Destin and CJ. Some cool guys. So that was the Bungie bounty this week, and then we got some cool movies of the week, of course, as always.
Yep.
Go check those out.
Always check those out.
That is all. And then they said these guys are going to be at PAX East if you're going. Just hanging out.
I got you. Cool.
No booth. So
very cool. Man,
before I forget, they were at Emerald City Comic-Con this past weekend, which is pretty sure is in Seattle, right? And they had a merch store up, and they have some new jackets, dude. Did you see them?
No, I didn't see it.
They're like clasp-specific, like zip-up jackets.
Really?
And so they had like a green one and had a Warlock emblem, and then on the inside, the lining was like little patterns of like the Warlock class
Oh, wow.
And then they had a Titan one and a Hunter one. They all looked really awesome. And I'm
You're
hoping
going to
that
tell me you got me one, aren't you? I know where you're going.
if they sell them,
it's already on its way, isn't it?
I tweeted somebody working for Bungie at the store, and I was like, "How does a brother get one of these?" And they were like, "Come here to get one."
Come
I was like,
here.
"But I can't do that." Hopefully they'll put them up on the store, because it seems like what was it last year that they were doing? Was it a PAX, or it was?
Yeah, it was a PAX, because that's what Sweeps went to,
PAX
right?
West, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? PAX West. And they had some stuff that they hadn't sold before, that they sold there first. And they also had a really cool poster that I thought about you as well. And it's a poster with all the exotic weapons.
Oh, I did see that.
It looked really cool. So I hope that they put those up on the store, and we can buy this awesome swag.
Let's hope so. We just want to give them money. Like,
guys, come on. Just
either that or figure out a way to teleport
stuff.
us to the store, the physical stores where you're setting
Buy
these
the
things
stuff.
up. Maybe it's best for our wallets. Maybe it's best.
Yeah. Anyways, that was a tangent, but that was a thing that happened.
It happened. Thank you for sharing, Cyborg.
You're welcome. The Road Ahead was the title of the blog that was posted on Friday. Here is the brass tacks. They're revealing a final live event for the Destiny 1 era this coming Wednesday. The event is called Age of Triumph. And I quote, "We intend for it to be a fun and memorable celebration that will bring the first major chapter of our Destiny adventures to a fitting close." So,
It's exciting.
they finally actually in this article bring up the sequel.
Yeah.
And they go ahead and are giving us an official position on what's going to happen with our stuff.
Yeah.
Moving into Destiny 2, right?
Yeah.
Should we save this for the main topic?
What do you think, sir?
Let's save it for the main topic.
Yep. Let's save this and let's mention this next thing, and we'll chat about it all.
Yeah.
In the main topic. We got a reveal trailer today of Age of Triumph, right?
Absolutely. Yep. Which I didn't expect.
And it answered some questions that we all had that we kind of thought were the case, but I think it all but confirmed at least a handful of things.
Absolutely. So if you missed that trailer, go take a gander at that ahead of the reveal on Wednesday. You'll get a little bit of an idea of what's coming our way, but we'll talk about that more in the main topic and what our thoughts were on that particular subject.
Yeah, and hopefully we can host the streams each Wednesday.
I actually had an opening, and I blocked it in my calendar so I could be available.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm
gonna try to be there to host it so we can.
One of us or the admin team are available, and every now and then everybody's schedules conflict with it.
Yeah. So if you want to watch the reveal stream with us this Wednesday, what time is that? March.
It's usually at 12, right?
Yeah, it's usually at 12 Central, which is like 10 Eastern, or 10 Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Go to twitch.tv/Destiny Reset. Is it Destiny Reset Podcast?
Destiny Reset.
It's just Destiny Reset.
And you will find us hanging out.
We'll be hosting, and you can get into a less toxic chat and talk with everybody while we're watching it. It's really fun. I enjoy doing those. Oh, so exciting.
Yep, it's a good time. Always a good time.
So you ready to get into what we saw in this trailer and what's been announced this week?
Dude, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so we got Age of Triumph. It's going to be coming at the end of March. We kind of mentioned the stream we're going to get this Wednesday, but they're going to do it over 3 streams, right? We're going to get one each Wednesday for the next 3 Wednesdays. We've got Age of Triumph reveal, Age of Triumph weekly rituals, and Age of Triumph sandbox update.
Yeah, which is interesting that they're going to be changing up the weekly rituals. The sandbox, everybody kind of saw because they've already been talking about that.
Yeah, but it's weird that the sandbox, it's not necessarily weird, but a whole stream dedicated to the sandbox. It seems like they've got more that they're thinking about other than what they've told us already. I mean,
well, we know that
what they've told
there's
us was
a
handful,
story change and
yeah,
No Land Beyond change and who knows
just
what else.
These things are usually like 45 minutes long, so
Right.
I just wonder, 30 to 45, so I just wonder what they have planned. But we'll see.
Yeah, we
That's
may
the
see
point.
some class tuning. Who knows? We may see some special ammo changes again.
Changes?
I don't know, but whatever it is, they'll have enough time to kind of treat it like last stream and show, not tell, right?
Right. Yes.
Which will be awesome.
Oh, and on the weekly rituals, I had to watch a couple YouTube videos because some of those old YouTubers out there are just so great at picking out these little details. So
So
Prison of
clever.
Elders was one of them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
interesting, dude. The raid was on there.
Little speculation, man, but I was talking with some of my buddies, and my hope would be for some raid modifiers.
Yeah. Weekly raid,
I
raid
could get into
modifiers.
that. That would be fun.
Yep. It's cool that Prison of Elders is on there. I mean, even if you didn't care for Prison of Elders, it really, like, the more and
I like
more yeah, and the more they've kind of shown us, and then we get the reveal trailer, which we'll talk about. It's like, okay, this could be really, really cool to close out the last little bit of, this first Destiny iteration.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm holding my judgment until I see exactly what all three of these things are. I have some reservations, but I'm going to hold my tongue because I don't want to color people's opinions through the lens of my opinion.
Well, like you said, you really caught me at, a couple different episodes where you said, if they bring back the old raids, it's like, yeah, I may do it once, but just in the stuff that they've released over the last couple days, it makes me feel like maybe, and we'll talk about new record book stuff we got today in that reveal trailer, but it makes me feel like maybe they're gonna take it another couple notches,
Which
It
I would
seems
be
that
happy
way.
if they do so.
Yeah, and not just say, here you go, I hope you can find something to do until September.
Right.
It feels like they're hopefully going to do more than that. But
But let's talk about that trailer to see. We got a little bit of a taste of what's coming. So I think the first thing that really stuck out is we're getting what they call the biggest record book yet.
Yeah.
It's 13 pages.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm curious about with the record book. So obviously there's going to be some rewards from this, right?
Right.
This is going to tie into what we found out about Destiny 2, but I am not at a point now, knowing what we know, that I'm super interested in getting a ton of new stuff.
Yeah.
Even if it looks cool or it is cool, I have nowhere to keep it. I mean, I guess I'm like getting really far ahead here, but let's say that we get like our light levels brought up for the raid gear. I guess if I can replace the old stuff that I have vaulted with new stuff, that's cool. But like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess we're going to touch on this at the end of the main topic, but for those of you that don't know, they did flat out say that characters and customization will be moving forward, but your
Nothing
possessions,
else.
nothing else. So power possessions and Eververse will not be. So that's what Cyborg's getting to, right?
Yeah, so not even your cosmetic stuff is coming with you. Not even your Eververse purchases are
dude,
coming
it's the
with
classic thing. Like, you almost can't let your brain go to that point of like, why am I playing until Destiny 2? It's really, we could say that for almost the entire time we've been playing any game.
It feels cynical to say it, but it's really true, because this has become and is so much an investment game.
Right.
And when your investment, the stock ticker hits 0, there's not a ton of motivation for a lot of people to play. And I will play for the fun of playing. Like when I'm going and doing like Iron Banner and I'm doing Nightfalls and different stuff like that, I'm totally doing it for the fun of playing right now. There's nothing in the game that I need, like that I haven't achieved, that I haven't gotten that item. I mean, unless we're talking about really obscure collecting stuff, that's pretty much it. And now knowing that nothing that I collect is coming with me, that totally takes the wind out of my sails.
Yeah.
So to really engage me to complete a 13-page record book, there's going to have to be something really special here.
They're smart. They've got to, they acknowledged also that they're going to recognize, the veteran players that have been playing for a long time. Surely in this record book, there'll be different milestones you could hit, hopefully, that will give you, I don't know, give you some sort of something in Destiny 2 for your efforts in completing it.
That's what I wanted to get to. So, and we can let's kind of jump. I think we need to jump around a little bit here. So what we explained for Destiny 2, and I want to read this quote so that we don't paraphrase anything. They said in the road ahead, we know that just like us, you've grown fond of the Guardians you've created, so we do plan to preserve your character personalization. We are going to recognize the dedication and passion you've shown for this world, specifically the class, race, gender, face, hair, marking selections for all characters that have achieved level 20 and completed the Black Garden story mission will carry forward. We also plan to award those veteran accounts with honors that reflect your Destiny 1 accomplishments. So I was thinking about the record book and what is it that could incentivize me to complete it. And the only thing I've come up with is if you complete certain portions of it, that you earn something that could carry over or that will unlock in the sequel.
Yeah, right.
The only problem is for a 13-page record book, I have to imagine a lot of it is going back and doing crap that I've done over 3 years. And if I literally have to replay and conquer the entire game to do that, I'm not going to be too happy about it.
Yeah, it is going to be silly if you have to go back and do them. I don't know, man. There's a couple different angles to look at this. If they definitely have to tread lightly here, because announcing these two things at the same time, and then it is really nostalgic and cool to incentivize us to go back and do all of these things. But you're right, if we've already done all of these and had these experiences over the last 3 years and we have to do them again to finish this record book, that might be kind of painful.
Yeah.
But the lighter hearted way to look at it is, and the things that we've seen the last couple of days is it is really going to be kind of cool to have a reason to jump back into these things with your friends and experience these things that you maybe even some Guardians that have never experienced it, you can take them back in and complete this record book. But I definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know. We just have to find out.
We'll see.
Those are just some of my initial thoughts, but we did at least see on the very end of this article that they showed off a hunter and some brand new armor.
Yeah.
One piece which looks really cool because it's a Vex leg.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
That's what you got me thinking a bit is if, you finish the record book, they say your possessions aren't going to carry forward, but it would be cool if you could get a set of armor out of this record book that would, unlock for you at the launch of Destiny 2, because that, again, would at least allow you to show, another piece of something for the time you put in the previous iteration of the game.
Right.
I can only imagine, they know how passionate the community is about this game, and I would think they're putting a decent amount of time into taking care of the time we have put in to allow us to represent it in the sequel. You know,
I hope they
even if
figured
it's just
something out, man.
even if it's just cosmetic. I mean, that's huge. That's important. So,
yeah,
I hope so. I hope they did for us veteran players.
yeah.
But, you know, Darth, our buddy Darth, he had a good point in our Discord. I saw him post that basically he kind of pointed out that they say the level 20 characters and that have completed the Black Garden story mission. So he said, what happens to people who came in on Taken King and Rise of Iron that never went back and did those? So I guess they'll
They're getting
be
a pretty
over
good
level
heads
20.
up to go do it.
Yeah, so I mean, it says level 20 and completed the Black Garden story mission, so they have to go back and do the Black Garden story mission.
Yeah,
it seems like. Yeah, that could throw some people for a loop when they don't realize they didn't read it word for word. You know,
I'm sure that they will continue to communicate this message, and especially as there's a lead up to the sequel. I'm sure that there's going to be help articles about how
crystal clear
get your character to move forward. There may be even a date that you have to do it by.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have to make some kind of choice for, you know, some kind of qualification for it to happen, you know.
I don't know, man. You know, we hope they've thought about all these things, going back and having us do all these things. For one, I mean, I'm excited about the nostalgia that's going on here and the possibly the things that we're going to have fun and experience again to wrap up this amazing Destiny 1 experience. But we shall see. You know, we don't know if we're getting a light level increase. Of course, you'd think we would. Story elements, it would be, how cool would it be? We've mentioned this many episodes ago, but if they incorporated some sort of little nugget of story that led into Destiny 2, it seems like more than likely that probably won't happen, but how cool would that be if we got just
I'd
a
be
little
super happy, but
cinematic?
I'm not expecting much. But at the very least, it looks like we are getting a very highly requested feature, which is bringing back the old raids, because in the Age of Triumph reveal trailer, they very clearly showed off the Vault of Glass as a main focus. I don't know if that's going to be the only focus, but we're definitely going back to the Vault. And they showed off some gameplay. They definitely had some kind of Fatebringer looking hand cannon.
Yes,
so
they did.
Those are things that people will probably be happy about. Now, how they do it and if it's any different or just current light level, I'm eager to see. But you're going to be playing it somehow, one way or another.
I don't know. You know, it seems what you said about having to go back and do it all really is a valid point. But you got to admit, it is going to be kind of cool from now until September. You know, maybe while you're playing another game like Horizon or something, to jump back on and have at least motivation to go back with your old fire team and jump in to get some of this, run some of these old raids, jump back in Prison of Elders. It's just kind of nostalgic, you know. We'll see.
I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm gonna hold my tongue on this until
hold off
until we see probably the next 2 streams. I'm gonna reserve my preemptive opinion on this whole affair.
You have a valid point about the record book, man. I mean, if we're not carrying anything forward, it's like it really takes the wind out of the sails for the largest record book yet. But you know, sometimes it's like, I guess if you just step back and just realize we got to experience the game. But then again, another valid point is we have already ran through this stuff.
Well, and there's totally people that haven't. Absolutely, people that haven't that may get a lot of enjoyment out of this, and
and it could give opportunity for their friends who have take them back into it.
And there's definitely people that will milk every bit of this, you know, record book and whatever content they throw out because they enjoy the game that much. And
dude,
you know,
I had to take a screenshot of the reveal trailer when it was talking about the record book because it threw up, I guess, several names
of quests.
It's like Reign of Iron, Show Your Might, In the Dark, A Burst of Light, Doom of Oryx.
Yeah, there's
like,
some
there's
cool
all
sounding
kinds of random ones.
I guess you call them achievement nodes or whatever it is. They threw up one page that was clearly a hunter page of achievement nodes, all centered, it seemed, around different hunter type activities. So I'm guessing we'll see some class quests in some regard. So that'll be cool. And then in the trailer, we heard some very obvious speaker dialogue, but it did not sound like Bill Nighy. Like, it was a very good sound alike, like impression. But either it's been so long since he did it the first time that he didn't quite hit the voice again, or they got somebody else to do it. I don't know which, but it does sound different. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they replace the voice actor, because he's probably expensive. So
at this point,
I don't know. We'll find out.
Some good stuff, though, man.
Yep. But
we got some live streams. These live streams are always exciting.
They'll be great to look forward to see what we're gonna get. I do appreciate that they are quite early answering a big question about, what happens with our Guardians between 1 and 2. The news is a little bit disappointing, but at least they're addressing it head on.
Yeah.
And telling people, like, right now, before they sink many more months of play and collecting, and before they spend another $1 on Eververse, like, nah, this stuff's not going to continue. Like,
Eververse is weird. That's kind of a weird thing.
but
yeah.
well,
I guess
if you look at, like, other games, I mean, if you went from Call of Duty whatever to Call of Duty the next one, like, if you bought weapon packs or some junk, like, that stuff doesn't go with you to the next game. So it kind of makes sense. I guess it's just because the emotes, that's what I would expect possibly to carry on.
Maybe they'll throw those in a kiosk in Destiny 2.
They'll probably resell the dang things to us.
Oh no! Which I guess we can read this real quick for the listeners. They basically said on the power possessions and Eververse stuff, they said sequels represent the start of a new adventure for every player, with new worlds to explore, new stories to tell, new powers to acquire, new loot to earn, and much more. This led us to make the decision that would enable us to serve both the game and the player's best interests. Destiny 1 power, possessions, and Eververse-related items and currency will not carry forward. They will, however, remain accessible to you in Destiny 1. That last sentence was kind of funny. It's like, dude, I mean, when am I going to throw Destiny 1 back in there?
I think there's a lot in this paragraph that we can draw from, though. Like, new powers to acquire. That one sticks out to me. But the whole overall concept, and now that they're confirming it, like, makes me believe even more that the start of Destiny 2 is going to be the fall of the last city.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like, we're going to lose...
Yeah, I've seen that
our vault
running around.
We're going to lose our ships, our stuff.
If they incorporated it into the story like that, that would be pretty cool.
It would make sense in the world for that to be the case if that were happening. We, everybody has to retreat, and we go to the Jovians to, to hide out, and we got to start over, Yeah. That would make sense.
It would be really cool if they did that. At least incorporated it that way if they're going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
I'm happy that, dude, I mean, it was important to me to carry on my characters I created as far as their appearance.
I couldn't care less about that.
See, that's important to me because I know there's really no in-game value there, but to me, that is my Guardian.
It's somewhat personal.
Yeah. So, like, you know what? I'd like to take my No Land. That'd be nice if we saw another No Land at some point. I don't know that everybody would agree with that, but at least my Guy Titan and my Gal Hunter and my like weird looking Warlock. No, I'm just kidding. But at least like they're coming along with me, and they're going to be the same Guardian. So that's like loading in your Mass Effect character from game to game. Like, that at least gives you a little bit of ownership. Like, oh, there's my, I can only imagine they'll have some sort of server side, so there's my guy when I launch Destiny 2, and that just kind of gives you like there's my Guardian.
I just hope that we have the opportunity to import them and then to kind of tweak them a little bit.
I'm sure, I can't imagine they wouldn't let you, like, that they'll have that little prompt that says, "Would you like to modify the appearance of your guardian?"
my year one warlock has this hideous face tattoo.
Is that why you don't care?
Yeah. If I could just keep like his hair and his skin and his race and everything, it'd be fine. But if I could just take the ugly face tattoo off, that would be great.
Funny, dude.
Thanks.
Dude, I wanted to mention too, real quick before we jump out of this. Maybe they're gonna have some sort of solution to the PvE side of things, wanting to jump back in and do stuff that will make you forget that, a lot of this isn't carrying forward. Because like right now, there's already a problem there. When I log into Destiny, 95% of the time, I'm going to do something in Crucible. And you burn out that PvE content, even if you don't run it a ton like I haven't recently. So maybe in this new weekly ritual stuff, they're gonna tweak it to where there's more of a reason to do it. I don't know. I'm just trying to be positive. I don't know. Maybe. Just trying to be positive.
Do your arms hurt from all the stretching and reaching that you're doing right now?
Oh man, I just feel for the PvE players, because if you don't dabble in PvP, the game gets stale on you quicker than it should, for sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to do in this game, but I mean, there's only so many times you run the raid, So maybe we're gonna get like you said, raid modifiers, weekly reset, maybe something other layered into that. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Shall see.
Yeah. No more speculation. We'll see. It starts Wednesday, live stream.
I think we'll find out pretty quick.
Yeah.
So plenty to look forward to. So be sure to tune in with us and then tweet and email us your reactions and thoughts about this, I guess what we will call the March update. Which I all along have said it's never guaranteed to be in April. I wish people would get that. But let us know what you think. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions.
At Destiny Reset.
That's right. All right, man. You ready for some Derp Fam feels?
Of course.
What do we got? What do we got this week?
We got a couple emails.
Cool.
Some good ones. You want to take the first one?
I will. I will gladly do so. We got an email from Tyler, also known as Tiger Dude 36. He says, "Hey Derp Fam, if you're hearing this, I guess the feels were strong with this email. You might not recognize me as I'm a fairly new member. I joined a couple months before Rise of Iron. That has stayed on the down low for the most part. For those who know Huge Hog Freak, another Derp Fam member, I'm his son. As an avid Destiny player, I had one instance I've started playing to find a good group to play with. However, as a 16-year-old guy, sometimes fell out of place, even in the most kind and gracious of clans. Then my dad introduced me to the Derp Fam. The podcast has quickly become my favorite, and the community, even though I've stayed mostly in the background until now, is easily the most accepting I've seen. Thank you so much for the amazing community you've created. Quick shout-outs to Double Under, who endured me for me an Iron Banner match, Ninja Saint, 1X, who hung out with me in many a failed Trials match, and CHB Legendary, who spearheaded the team that helped me through my first Wrath of the Machine run. Once again, a massive thank you to the Derp Fam. You can find me at TigerDude36 on Xbox One. Oh, and Stormcaller Warlock for the win. Unlimited power.
Dude, we picked these emails at random. We've got them banked. I picked this. What is up with you Warlocks? You're everywhere.
I just command a lot of support, man. I'm just saying.
That's okay. Confirmed. Destiny 2, the only class you can pick is a Warlock. Man, that not confirmed. Totally joking. Wouldn't that set the community off?
You just started a flame war, my friend.
There is no confirmation there, guys. If I can't pick my Titan, then I don't know what to say.
Oh God.
All right, another email. Dave, aka Guinness 1028. Hello, Derp Fam. It's Guinness 1028 here. I am relatively new to the Derp Fam, but a longtime listener of the podcast. I am a month 1 veteran of Destiny and absolutely love this game. I am very happy to now be a part of the community that shares this affinity for Destiny. Despite playing for so long, there's one accomplishment that has been eluding me, making it to the lighthouse. I've been on the brink a few times, but I've never been able to take that 9th game. I am very happy to be able to give a shout out to Palix007 and Them's Tattoos, who took me under their wing this weekend, which I believe was maybe a week or two, and helped me to finally touch down on Mercury.
Nice.
These guys have been making it their mission to help out tons of other Guardians like myself get to the lighthouse, and they deserve a big thank you. In addition to getting Flawless, I also picked up the Winged Word and the Burning Eye Adept, which I know are going to end up being 2 of my favorite primaries in this game. Thanks for the help and pro tips along the way.
Nice, man.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Well, we
Good old
appreciate
Tats and
both those
Palix.
emails, guys.
Yep. Thanks for sending them in.
Thanks for carrying or aiding this guy and getting the lighthouse.
Very cool.
Our trials Sherpas of the Derp fam. And then Tiger Dude, thanks for joining the fam, man. We're glad to have you as part of the family.
We are. He's one of 1,500 plus.
That's right. Well, awesome. So if you've got some Derp fam feels, if you have a shout out, a great story about something positive, or even if you've got a question that you'd like to hear us discuss, send us your emails or leave a SpeakPipe at speakpipe.com/Destiny Reset, and it could end up here at the end of the show.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Always.
Well, I think that's about it this week.
That is about it. We're going to have plenty to talk about next episode.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
I hope it's hour plus stream reveal. We'll take an extended lunch.
Yep. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, where can people find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter at the Arrow Knight, and on YouTube and Twitch, it's just Arrow Knight.
Excellent.
What about you, man?
That's with a 0.
With the 0.
Yep. You can find me at Cyborg Sasquatch on Twitter and Twitch. And then finally, you can find us at Destiny Reset on Twitter. You can send us an email at destinyresetpodcast@gmail.com. And then finally, you can find us on the web at www.destinyresetpodcast.com. It's your source for all things DRP, including links to subscribe on your favorite podcast app of choice. If you want to join the Derp fam, go look for the Bungie logo on our site. That'll take you right to our group that you can join regardless of clan affiliation. And then look at the forum for instructions on how to join the Discord and get involved.
Yes, yes. And Guardians, thank you so much for the iTunes reviews. Got to give a shout out to Mr. Derp Fan Facebook, Sir B. Leslie. Appreciate it. I don't know if you like that title we've given you, but you're definitely our Facebook.
Yeah.
And we got to give a shout out on a couple different countries. I don't think we have, but the Canuck Show, Digital Joss, and Bushman Bob. Thank you guys for the reviews. We
thank you so much.
It.
We
Really
appreciate those. Always awesome to go and read those. They're like sometimes the midday pick me up. Like, let me go check iTunes reviews. People are so nice.
Just, even reading just the title of them. Yeah,
Yep.
Everybody's just so kind. We appreciate it.
Yep. All right, man.
All right, dude.
Great.
We knocked this one out, dude.
Show.
It was a great show. Plenty of discussion. I'm interested to see what we get Wednesday and hear what the Derp fam thinks.
It's gonna be awesome. See you then.
All right, dude. Until next week, have fun playing Destiny and take care, Guardians.